The ranking wizard supports decision making and prioritization. It automatically creates slides that compare items on up to 3 criteria, then summarizes the results in a chart. Begin by selecting Tools from the Turning Point toolbar. Select Ranking Wizard. Enter a name for an item to be ranked in the box provided in the upper left-hand side. Click Add or Enter to add the item to the list. At least 2 items are needed for ranking. For the purposes of this tutorial, we will be ranking 3 cities against each other. Next, we will be adding 1 to 3 criteria that we will use to rank the cities by. For this tutorial, we will use weather, cost of living, and entertainment. We will finally adjust the ranking scale. By default, it is 1 through 10. For the purposes of this tutorial, we will make it 1 through 5. Once we have finished adding the items to rank, determining the criteria, as well as adjusting the scale, we will finally click Next. After you click Next, you will now see the display options. For the purposes of this tutorial, we will keep it on the default fields. Finally, click the Create button in the lower right-hand side to create your slides. Once in presentation mode and you land on your first Ranking Wizard slide, you will now rank the criterion and the item that is associated with. For the purposes of this tutorial, we are now ranking the weather in Dallas. We would do the exact same thing for Chicago and Boston as well. It is worth noting that for each Ranking Wizard slide, when polling closes, no chart will be displayed. As we go through the presentation, we will now rank the second set of criterion against the same items. So for the purposes of this tutorial, we will now do cost of living for Dallas, Chicago, and Boston. The final result of the Ranking Wizard is a scatter plot. The scatter plot will display the importance that the group gave to each item. It's worth noting once again that the x-axis is weather and the y-axis is cost of living. If we have a third item that we're ranking, this item will be given the most importance by the size of the bubble.